Okay, you beautiful passengers, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and it's that time once again, RWBY Volume 9, Chapter 2, and fair warning, I am at a new location with this semi-truck tonight, so noise might creep in, it might not, I have no idea, I apologize if it do, and if it don't, cool beans, it didn't creep in, but there were some geese outside. I'm near the Jacksonville, Florida area tonight, and I don't know. The noise of those geese might creep in again. I don't know. Who cares, though? Volume 9, we just watched the first episode last week, and now we are about to watch the second episode / chapter, whatever you prefer to call it. And I don't really know where to start on my, opening thoughts here. But I do got a slim little theory in my head about Neo. Now, it makes sense in my head, so I don't know how it's going to come out when I say this, but Neo, I feel like Neo, hear me out, I feel like Neo might have been our original Alice. And she's the original girl who fell through the world. And this person who is down here, the new character that's down here, I think people have called her Axel, Alex, I can't remember exactly what everyone's called her. But I feel like maybe she's like a shadow remnant of who Neo used to be before she got out of falling through the world. I don't know. It's just a little theory in my head. Just something that popped in there. I heard another reactor talking about him. And not him, but y'all know what I mean. Them. Neo. I heard another reactor talking about them. And I don't know. It kind of clicked in my head like maybe this is something to do with Neo. And maybe she's... But then again, in the opening, I see her as more of a Mad Hatter. So I'm not 100% sure where we're going with this. So one way to find out though, but before I'd say play that intro, I do got to point out in my own head, because I was driving down the road today listening to another reactor, because sometimes instead of watching a reactor, I already seen the episode, now I listen to the reactor and get their thoughts while I drive down the road. But then I thought to myself as I was listening to them, I got to watch my words there, I was listening to them and I was like, you know what? Blake does seem more intuitive, because if we go back to the first volume, Blake is our reader. She's read all these fairy tales. She knows all these things. That's why she seems to be able to know, hey, it sounds weird, but maybe we're in a fairy tale. So, I don't know. Either way, though, that's just a thought. I say go ahead, play that intro so I could jump into this chapter, though.
Yes.
Alright, let's check out this opening. Alright, so we open with us falling into the ever after. Okay.
Sinking down into depths of nowhere, I am undone. Clasping tight onto memories, I know they'll be over.
Okay. One thing I'm also noticing is when we get our little main characters, our RWBY, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, we see old versions of them and nude versions and where they are now. All their outfits and stuff. And I'm not sure what to make of that shadowy figure still. I know it's the silhouette of the girl we saw on the beach. And it's always stuck out to me since I've watched the opening that the book of fairy tales that we see right there, that book of fairy tales ends up just burning ablaze. I don't know if that's symbolism or what we got going on. But, yeah. Okay. Let's start this chapter. Where are we at? Do we got a name for it? I can't remember if we do. Okay. That was an abrupt ending
So are
on
we
the
just gonna stand around thinking about this in silence?
music.
Or...
Okay.
I know this place is weird, but a fairy tale? I mean, that's impossible.
What we've seen is improbable, but that doesn't mean we're in an actual fairy tale. Are we seriously entertaining this?
Do you
Why
have
not?
a better explanation for what's going on?
Well, let's try to be more logical, shall we? We fell from the sky. Ruby
Yeah.
made friends with a tiny mouse. Friends! Blake and I got caught by
Alright,
killer
friends.
clowns. And, you got your arm stolen by a... What was it that you said?
A purple
A talking
raccoon.
raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled
Okay,
with
purple
trash.
wagon, not a purple raccoon.
Yes, that. Okay, I see your point of view. I am going to go over here now. Of course it's driving a little trash wagon. Why not? Probably has a little driving wheel too. And 'cause
As crazy as it sounds, something about this is familiar.
Really?
The girl who fell through the world.
Hey, there we go. That's what we're going to start with, huh?
I think we're in the ever after.
So, okay. We
Wait,
got
that
the
world is
official name
make-believe.
said.
It was just part of a story we all read as kids.
It's not make-believe. It's where I live.
Yeah, it's real
Can
to
you
little.
Tell us more about it. Have you ever heard the name Alex?
And Alex. Is that a purpose?
In the story, Alex fell from the sky and met with the hunter mice. Got trapped in vines, bought a jabberwocker, and got her knife stolen by a talking raccoon. Yeah, and then she beat the Red King at a board game, met the curious cat, the rusted knight, and finally got out through the tree.
Got out through the tree,
So
huh?
what now? Do we go to the tree, look for Alex, Yang's arm? Ruby, you're still missing Crescent Rose.
I'll bet the Jinxie Peddler has it.
Who?
The Jinxie Peddler, huh?
Jinxie Peddler? That's the only talking raccoon I know. I can't
Do you know where he might be?
What?
Of course.
Weiss.
I'll lead the way.
Chill out, girl.
So the town is just ahead, right? I've been thinking, if we're going to go to this town, we need to
I
be
wonder
careful.
why Little is always
Alex
so
didn't know their
tired.
customs and ended up starting a war among the townsfolk. Trouble followed her everywhere she went. Well, yeah, but she was kind of a mean person, right? She lied and cheated her way through most of the book.
She was trying to survive.
Did she?
The morals of those old stories are so simplistic.
Either way, we need to tread lightly.
The town's just up ahead. The Jinxie Peddler always stops by our village before he goes to town.
Do they steal stuff from you guys too?
Steal? Never. They just take the things we're not looking at. Fair's fair.
No, that's not
Sounds like a
fair.
legitimate business person. How did
Oh,
they manage
gosh.
to steal your arm anyway?
I was knocked out from the fall. When I came to, that sneaky raccoon had already grabbed my arm and ran off before I could stop him.
Did you say he caught you unarmed? How disarming. I guess we'll have to catch this.
About time.
For what?
Nothing.
Don't worry.
Oh my gosh,
Find a way out of
Ruby,
here and
come
we'll go
on,
back
girl.
home.
I get that you're depressed and y'all been through a lot, but you just
Weiss?
I ain't feeling this version of you.
It's It's all gone. There's nothing left for me to go back to. Just like Beacon.
You got your friends. You can go back with them.
You did the best you could for Atlas Weiss.
But it wasn't enough. We hatched a crazy plan that put a whole kingdom at risk, and we don't even know if we saved the relics from...
Come on.
Maybe
You can say the
Johnny
name
Winter
of
were able
Salem.
to get them out, despite everything.
It's not like, it's Voldemort and
Despite
it's the
us.
name you cannot name. And I was told that those weren't suns, that they were moons.
I know that Penny... I know that was a lot to hear.
Uh-oh. Emotion's about to come through. It's about to have a thunderstorm. Okay, so we're gonna go to this
is
red
the entrance
area,
to the
huh?
other acre, you called it?
Yep. All we do is cross the bridge and we'll be, well, wherever over there is.
You don't know?
Nope. Never been this far from home.
Really?
Oh, maybe you should go back?
I wouldn't have any idea how to go back. Maybe I'll live by this bridge.
What? Okay.
I'll handle this.
Built in a house, my very first house. Gonna find my purpose in my best house.
Would you...
Hey,
like
at least the mouse has a positive attitude, Granted, you put rocks on the top of your house,
Yeah,
but still.
that's probably for the best.
Okay. Be Royal Decree birthday party, okay. I've read most of that.
Just act like you belong, everybody.
I've always wanted to be long, but I'm still just small.
Okay. Little, you're cute.
There it is.
Okay.
So what's the strategy?
So in my
start
head,
roughing
what
it
I'm
up or
thinking
what?
right now is that
In the book,
I'll wait to
Alex
say
had
that in a
barter with
second.
Jinxie for her dagger.
Yeah, I think I'd rather hit him.
Welcome, one and all!
He's adorable.
And a lot older than I remember from the book.
I am Jinxie, and these are the finest treasures of the acre.
I don't see my arm.
Huh.
All of Jinxie's treasures are just other items in disguise, so that people think they're buying something extremely valuable.
Okay. So, which one is Yang's arm?
What is
obviously
your
the
art
one on the
type?
left.
That's how Alex knew.
I mean, that one looks roughly arm-sized-ish.
Yeah, but that looks more like something
Ruby?
Ozpin would carry.
There's something about that one.
First item. The diamond-studded rabbit. You! Jinxies.
How are we going to bid without any money?
I don't think there's any money in the ever after. Jinxie just names whatever price he wants.
What did Jinxie want from Alex?
Her saddest memory. And her happiest.
Sold for...
Really? Interesting.
Hugs are very valuable.
Maybe this won't be so bad after all.
Second item. A golden scepter. You!
Huh?
The bidding starts at
No, I was the first one to...
knowing what it is to feel loved. A fair price for some, I'd say.
Huh.
Knowing what it's like to feel loved by royal decree.
Whatever Jinxie wants.
That's my arm!
Whatever it is, it's royal property now. No price is too high for His Majesty's birthday.
First item. The Jade
We tried it your way, Blake.
You!
Ruby, what are you doing?
Bidding start set. Enough hope to fill this jar.
How you gonna figure this one out? Because you do
You
seem
don't
to
have
be
enough,
losing
do you?
hope. Really, little?
Leave that alone. You can't touch it until the deal is done.
Oh.
Huh?
It's a fake!
Wait, you stole a mouse? Wait, what? Did you steal a mouse?
I'm going for it.
Jinxie! Good use of that arm.
Fair's fair.
Oh! Could this become our new Crescent Rose, possibly?
Come on.
I don't know. But, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, gosh. The hug. Okay, so I'm going to be listening to this, but I'm also say this real fast.
Seriously.
The
High five?
Alex in the girl who fell down the well or the
We're
world.
ruining everything.
She
That's your biggest concern right now?
is portrayed as a shadow
I've
in
read so many
the
stories. I never thought
in the
the
opening.
moral of one.
And who says that?
Ruby?
I'm trying to get it out of my head, but I'm also trying to pay attention to
Couldn't
this.
explain why, but
Alex
I was
has
drawn
trouble
to it.
follow her everywhere, right? So maybe as we're seeing Alex as a shadowy figure,
Great. Now
she's
it's raining
following
on just
them
us. That's it. We're getting
through the
out of
ever
this
after,
nightmare.
and trouble is following them because Alex is following
Alex
them. I don't know.
knows
I need to
right?
I need to pay attention to
Let's
this.
go.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. In the book,
We are not in a book. And even if we were, know how
You
it
are
ends.
now.
Right over there.
Exactly. You gotta go page by page, Weiss.
Stupid tree!
Oh! No, I was about to say don't do that.
Yeah, already tried that earlier. You can't get any closer to the tree that way.
Well, then what do we do now? We've got my arm, but we still don't have Crescent Rose or the slightest idea how to get out.
Well, that's why you talk to the bookworm.
He said too. If I ruined the royal birthday,
These guys again.
Blake, what did Alex do next?
she went to the Crimson Castle and beat the Red King in his own game.
Okay.
heads up!
That's
You
where we're going
treasonous
next then.
birthday
Crimson
ruiners.
Castle.
Okay.
We want to go to the birthday party.
We want to go to the birthday party.
Well, too bad, because we're going to... Oh. Yes. That's where we're taking you. As prisoners. For stealing royal property.
What if I offered you something better? The weapon of a powerful warrior.
Ooh, go on.
I
Not
like these
just a
guys.
powerful warrior. The most powerful to ever live. She was touched by magic. She gave her life for thousands. She took a message of hope to the stars. And she saw the world through better eyes. Take us to the royal birthday and allow us to present this most precious gift.
Yes.
Interesting that
Come
the
on,
inhabitants of
You
Ever
heard her.
After,
We've got a
their
birthday to
emotions
celebrate.
don't cause it to rain. But when Ruby feels sad,
Ruby,
rain starts coming
are
down.
you sure about this?
Look, we may not know exactly what's going on, but for whatever reason, this place is putting us on a similar path as a book we all read as kids. I say we follow it. And stop pretending we know what we're doing.
Okay then. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this episode, but let's be real. There's always at least one episode per season of everything that, anything that you watch. There's always at least one. Maybe this is that one episode. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not feeling this episode, but this is an episode where we kind of need it to push along the idea that, hey, there's a set path. You got to follow this set path. If you don't follow it, then you're just going to end up right back where you started. So go with the path that you're given, and you might find your way out. I don't know. It does establish that, though, is what I'm saying. I just, in my head, I was trying to say something earlier, and I couldn't get it out properly because I was paying attention to the episode itself as it was happening, and I was also trying to say something along the, if I can get words out of my flipping mouth tonight, oh my goodness. I was also trying to think about Alex and how she's represented as a shadow figure in the opening. And then Blake tells us how trouble followed her everywhere she went. But now, in my head, I'm actually thinking a different way. And in the opening, what we see is Alex as a shadowy figure. What we see instead is what's following Alex is, Team RWBY. They're following her. So are they the trouble that followed her? Or is she bringing trouble their way because maybe she's just a shadowy figure in the background and they just don't see her yet? And that's why they seem to have trouble follow them everywhere they go, because she's kind of in the background and, they don't know it yet. I don't know. And then on top of that, I feel like we haven't seen Neo yet. Yes, I know we've seen her in the opening, but technically in the Ever After we haven't seen her, and we know she's there. And I still have an idea in my head that I feel like Neo is still the original Alex. That seems to be a far-fetched twist, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. Neo might be Alex. I should just do a little short on it real fast or something. Maybe a 15, 20, 30-second short saying, actually write it out and actually be able to read it and, say it and do a quick theory video on Alex being Neo. I don't know. It's a possibility. Because the simple fact is she's wearing clothes when we actually see her in the physical form. Alex is wearing clothes of a yesteryear type thing. And who we see, oh gosh, maybe, here's it in my head again. Maybe Alex is Neo. Maybe it's not a shadow version of her. Maybe she is Neo. There we go. Now that's in my head. Alex is Neo, and Alex is the mystery girl that we seen, getting up on the beach and walking away. That's Neo. That's who fell. Because, Neo's a shapeshifter. She can be anybody. And maybe now that Neo's back in the Ever After, when she fell and landed there, that's her true form. She's the original girl who fell through the world, and that's her true form. When she got back to the Ever After, maybe we're not going through Alice in Wonderland, the first movie / first book. Maybe we're going through Alice in Wonderland through the Looking Glass, the sequel. I don't know. I'm just running my mouth now. I'm telling y'all, I see it happening. Neo, is going to be Alex. She's going to be I know I'm probably wrong, but she's going to be the original girl who fell through the world, and her original form is Alex. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking in my head. We haven't seen Jean either, so I'm presuming we can't go through the whole, all 10 episodes without seeing those two. I don't know. That's just in my head. I'm going to shut up, though. I seen this back here turn into something else, so I'm done. I'm shutting up, passing it off to y'all. What do y'all think about Neo being the girl who fell through the world? I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.